Coming straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam, this the name of the sham. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam, this the name of the sham. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. This is a jam for the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the sham.
Hold it, stop the music!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I please have your attention?
Now showtime, are you ready? Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, let's go.
Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. All right, you know what it is. We're going to do some Ecamm Demo action here. I'm just trying to upload a file to something you can get. And Paul, I realized I forgot to send you your stuff yesterday. I'll do it right after this. Chotomate Kurasai. All right, anyway, let me get in here. I don't know why Rebrandly is being weird and not letting me log in. Yay, Apple Watch. Let me come over here and pop open the live demo mode. Booyah! Yo, this is crazy. So it's about exactly the same date-wise, but about 3 years ago, or now, we decided to do live demos every Friday. And maybe in 3 years, we canceled the demo on Friday twice. That is crazy. Yo, what is up? I love this icon. Come on now. All the way from Ireland. Well, top of the morning to you, even though it's nighttime. Anyway, so yeah, like it's kind of psycho to think about it, but legit 3 years ago we started doing this, and there's over 150 some odd versions of these. And what's really cool is when I have to go to an event or traveling for some reason, like, you know, not in my chair, Paul and Alec and Luis and Tatiana and Neil, Daniel even, Katie even, have all stepped up and covered the spot whenever I couldn't be here. So first of all, just thank you guys for 3 years of doing this. And the app is dope because it's ever changing. So we're always adding something new. And because we're adding something new, this doesn't get old. Like, it's funny, as many times as I have done it, it doesn't get old in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's just been good. I said, man, Tatiana is like Beetlejuice. We mentioned her name, and then she popped up. Paul says there are 148. Does that include today? So yeah, so that's crazy. Then I was correct, right? Oh my God, that's even more nuts. We missed 2 out of 3 years, which theoretically should be, well, there's 52 times 52 times 52. Okay, so I'm wrong a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, it's nuts. It's nuts. Well, I guess we always skip Christmas. So there's that one, and we probably skip like New Year. So yeah, it should be 150, and we're at 148. Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys something. Hopefully this works. I'm going to pop this in the chatty chat, and hopefully you guys can grab this here thing. No, don't do that. Let's see if this works. I want to give you something that's going to help do what we're doing today. Hi, Elaine. It is so good to see you here. All right, so I'm sending this. Hopefully, you'll be able to grab it, and then we're going to use it today to do what we fixing to do. All right, so we're going to get in real quick and show you how to do the Ecamm thing. Now, the first thing first, for the people that are brand new around here, please let us know so that we can tell you what's good. And what I'm going to do is what I often like to do is remind everybody when you first start out, what you can do is close everything. Normally, you don't even need this. To just build your show, to get it started, you kind of need the scenes window. Let me make this smaller. You need the overlays window. That's it. Everything else that you would be adding is more or less bring them up when you need them. So the advantage of doing it this way, the way I'm doing it now, is it takes away the instant, like, oh my God, there's way too many buttons. I don't really know what to do, right? So if we 86 all of those temptations to be worried about how crazy this is, you can just start here. Now, the only other thing I'm going to tell you is you open up the preferences window and you're going to go over to video, and you have a thing here that says the default source mode, blank. Okay, when you first get the app, it's going to come set up as camera. I will highly suggest, like the only thing I count as mandatory in Ecamm is you rock the blank. All right, cool. Those two things. Everything after that is just the light. So if you're a type of person that's easily thrown off by too many windows, close all of them except for scenes and overlays for now. And then open up the preference panel, command comma in every Mac program in the planet, as you see over here, command comma. That's every Mac program. It's not just Ecamm. And then set the video default source mode to blank. If you start there, you'll kind of sort of be good to go. Another one I like to always do if you're on a notebook, it doesn't matter on this Mac Studio, I like to disable the built-in FaceTime camera because, potato cam just ain't cute. So I'm going to put the comments back on just so I can see what you're doing. Yeah. If I agree. I was reading your comment and laughing at Mark's comment at the same time. Yes, if you don't need them, get rid of it, because some people, like, the window anxiety will just drive them nuts. So get rid of them. And then Mark said, just don't quit Ecamm. Honestly, this app is open 24/7 and it never seems to go away. I always have it open. I've been getting an error and stop message on my streams telling me it stopped recording. Yeah, you are running out of hard drive space. Your record location on your computer, boom. If I go here and go to recording, there's my recording folder and la la la. And as you'll see in my recordings folder, I have yesterday's stream and today's stream, which is happening now, because I constantly go in and empty that folder. I go in and move that stuff to my network attached storage, aka NAS. NAS. Anyway, all I need is one mic. I move it to my external storage, and then that frees up that space. But if you are filling up your drive, it can't record. It just don't have the space to do so. Also, if you're using another program that's also writing heavily to the drive simultaneously and you're streaming at a high clip, then the drive cannot handle what Ecamm is trying to write as well as what your other program is trying to write. So that could also cause that problem. All right. So meanwhile, back at the ranch. All right. So we're going to start, and I just want to show you down here on the bottom. If I press this key, this is the scenes window. There's a new empty scene, a duplicate the current scene, a new group, a new automatic group, This allows you to export your scenes and throw them in the trash. Okay, so I have these down here, which are not really important for today's stream, but I did make a folder that I call mechanicals, in which case I keep, the font that I use, which is Montserrat, and which my cameras are plugged in. Did I update this? I did update this. So I have that okay. Tells you where I have my audio set up, and then what my input and output should be set to in Ecamm. So I have all of those things set up. I also, put my colors that I tend to use up here, including the frame, and you'll see why in a second. And then just gave myself a look of sort of how I do my lower thirds. I just made a copy of that screen, the screenshot. And then I have a little blank test box if I need to drop a text box somewhere. This makes designing a little bit quicker because you can just grab an asset from there, paste it, and adjust it as you need. Makes things a little bit quicker. So in normal theory, this box would not look like this box. So let's 86 that and turn off this background. Under normal circumstances, when you start a blank scene, it looks exactly like this. It's plain Jane. There's nothing there. So a couple options. You can, and I'm going to just pop on a wee tiny camera just so that you can not feel like I'm talking to myself. I like to use a folder situation that I call my Ecamm Media Library, which I'm going to bring over here and show you to this point now. So some different shows that we have. So I go inside here, and this is just a location on my computer. Let me do something real quick. No, let me disappeared. This is just a location on my computer that's not a cloud drive. It's very important that it's not a cloud drive. And I have set up this series of 6, 10, 12 folders. It's where I store my animations, my backgrounds, any fonts that I use, images, just, other things that I might need in order to make this work, movies, PDFs, profiles, scenes, sound effects, music, and any URLs that I might need. I have it all stored in here so that I can build a show quickly. Okay, so let's pop in here. Look at these backgrounds. I got this guy here, Solid Perps. I got my Pride Month background. I have my Feeling Bright and Sunny background, the standard Ecamm background that I use. You can put movie backgrounds. I highly suggest you don't. They're kind of corny, but hey, if you like it, knock yourself out. Some people still think angel flights are cool. There's just another fancy Ecamm background we have for version 4. And then I had a little purpley one that I was using for Christmas. So these are my backgrounds. And if you see, if I pop this on, I just have a standard rectangle, which I will show you in a second as well. So let me 86 these because we don't need these. So this is my purpley background and then my Christmas background. Okay, Christmas is over. So for the sake of cleanliness, let's 86 that. And then I will show you, here's my Ecamm 4.0 background, which is here. And the way that one would attain such a thing, if it was not in your system, is just pick it up, drag it. Now, watch, when I drag it in, it goes to the top of the overlays. And that's because this scene was locked when I did that. Okay, so if I unlock this scene and I drag it in, boom, it goes in and it says show in the current scene. And let me do this again because I'm going to leave that camera there because I want you to see what happens if I was crazy and left the camera in position, right? So if I left the camera in position and I drop this in, it's going to take over the camera. So understanding that this list is hierarchical, I have to put this on top. Now you can see that. And if I put it here and I make a new scene, then the background is missing. So we don't want to do that, right? What we want to do is put it in show in background like such. And then when I go to the new scene, it's there. And every other new scene I create, that background shall remain because it is show in the background. Now, let me dip out of here. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to just embiggen this camera to dang near full size. And then you guys can see me again. Okay. I noticed the other day, Ecamm audio didn't show up in my output. I had to quit and reopen. That's normally your interface did something crazy, but it happens. Rainy Cajun is watching Paul's channel. Depends on which platform you're watching said channel on, Cajun. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to this new scene. Now, I put in, let me 86 one of these. We don't need two. I'm going to delete this real quick so you can see. And then I'm going to make a little wee camera. And I'm going to unembiggen it just so like I'm about here. Okay, so something that I thought would be beneficial to you guys. It's been a hot minute, so I just made a new one. And then I put it to where you can get it. Hopefully it worked. Let me grab this bad boy. Why are you being weird? Hold on. New window. Bingo. No, stop that. There we go. All right, so I'm going to drop this in here. I sent a link to this in the chat. Hopefully you guys can download it. I will pop it in real quick again, just in case you can download it. Yes, okay. Yo, what is up, brother? How are you? What is doing? Okay, you got it. I got it. You got it. All right, so watch this. I'm just going to take this grid. I'm going to drag it in. Boom. If you want to save yourself time, don't turn it loose yet. Just drop it on top of show and background. And there it is. Okay? This is going to help you design. So what did I did? What did I did when I did? Come back, Mary. No. I'm going to show you how I made it. You could do this in Canva maybe. I just know how to do Illustrator because I'm an Illustrator person. So it's just fast for me to do it in Illustrator. So all I did was I made a new fillet, 1920 by 1080. Booyaka! And then you come over here and you grab the rectangular grid tool and click and zip. And then I went to the top corner, 0, 0. I'll probably miss. It happens. So how big do I want this to be? 1920 by 1080. And how many horizontal dividers? 54, because 54 times 20 is 1080, okay? And how many vertical dividers? 96, because 96 times 20 is 1920. Booyaka. Bam. Okay, so the next thing I did was I went to the stroke width of this, because that just, one is too fat, so I went to half. And then 50% gray is a better look, so I just went to 50% gray, which is like that. And then I exported it as a scene. There it is. And then you just exportate the artboard, and then I won't need this, but it just exported it over here. That's what I got. Okay. So that's how I did it. That's how I made it. You want to know how to make your own. If you don't want to make your own, just take the one I sent you and be thankful. All right. So here's why this is helpful. If I were to now want to go and make some podcasting type situation, right? I'm going to click here. Let me investigate my mechanicals here. I like my borders at 8. I like my corners at 18. This is a decent color. Beat it, Alfred. I'm going to set this box to squircle. And then I'm not really going to play with perspective or any of that other stuff. You can if you wish, but it all works. Opacity works. Dun, dun, dun. Rotation works. Perspective works. Woo. 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 And blend modes, just like Photoshop, you can do the really weird stuff in here if you wish. Me don't want to do none of that there, so we just leave them. And then transition is if you want to do fly-ins or spin-ins or whatever. So if I do a spin-in, let me boom, bap out of here. Let me do a spin-in, slightly embiggen this, and turn on the camera. Okay. Again, I'm going to highly suggest don't overdo that. If you're going to do that, put it on Man, come on. If you're going to do that, put it on one scene and then make another scene without it and use the one with it sparingly. Because if you do that every time you change the scenes, it will get old really quick. I see that Barb had a question. Where did it go? I've learned we'll need to use RTMP about in reference to what? Oh, this okay. I will cover this real quick. I just want to just say it with my chest. Hold on, let me put this up here. All right. So the things that are happening in Facebook, not us. We have nothing to do with it. Not our fault. Facebook just decided that, and again, they're vague about this. So I don't even know if they know. So just I wouldn't sweat it, but I'm prepared with it for my group because I knew years ago never trust Facebook with anything. Okay, so for those who have built their entire business around Facebook, yeah, this is going to be somewhat of a drama, but not too much. Really though, your audience is your audience. They love you. They're not going anywhere. 9 times out of 10, the reason why somebody picked Facebook as their platform group is because it was easy and it was free. Well, Facebook decided they no longer want to cover the brunt of that investment. So they are, in theory, again, this is completely nebulous. So we're all guessing. Everybody is guessing. They are making it so in order to do live streams into a group, you have to use Facebook Live Producer, which is just based off of, some sort of web page. And then long before, when they first started, before they had an API, what we all had to do was just copy in the stream key and copy in the stream URL or paste in, sorry. That was the way it was for years. Then Facebook made an API. The reason why they might be getting rid of the API is because the API costs money, right? And it's not a money-making platform for them per se. So, worst case scenario, you're going to go somewhere and there's going to be a box. Let me see if I can bring this up. Go to destinations, add a new destination, RTMP. And you're going to name this box, Hey Barbara. I'm just put Barb, I'm shortcutter. And then you're going to take a server URL, which they will provide for you. And you're going to go like this. And I'm going to just pick a URL that doesn't matter, but let's just call that the server URL. And then this destination uses a persistent stream key. So then you're going to have a stream key that will look like, let me do this real quick, a bunch of unnecessary random gobbledygook, and you will paste it in there. That is the existence of setting up an RTMP. You need the URL, which is where the stream will go to, and a password, aka stream key, which they always provide you with. Right? That's it. Simple as pie. Normally not required, but if they say you need a authorization, you'll need to put in the login and password. In my many years of doing this since about 2009, I've never run across a single service that asked me to use a password. Okay? There's nothing to know about RTMP. The word is fancy. The implementation is nothing. It's almost like triskaidekaphobia. It's a fancy word that just means you're scared of, 13? That's it. That's all it means. It doesn't mean anything. Don't get twisted by the scariness of that. It's irrelevant. If I go to, what's this thing called? I can use IG as an example because they change the stream key every time, so it won't harm anybody's bacon if I show you this. But this is how simple it is. All right, let me get this to the right page. All right, so I'm gonna bring in. Oh, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. I do it all over again because Paul just said I'm not in demo mode. Sorry, Barbara. We're gonna do it again. Okay, so let me delete everything I just said. I'm gonna how do you do it, Paul? go like this, look at the little light, and then phew, we're gonna start all over. All right, so let's 86 that entire conversation. Barbara said, "Hey, how will you use Ecamm with RTMP?" That's what she said. It was something like that. There she goes. There she goes. My marketing teacher in college was Mrs. Baker, and you look just like her. So now I'm scared because she made me work really, really hard. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Let me get. Yeah, sorry, Barb. My bad. I see you guys. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Here we go. All right. So you're going to go in your preferences. Normally there's a button down here, but I'm live, so you can't see the button, right? There's a button here that says new. If you don't have that button, you press command, comma. Ooh, not that. I don't find her. You're going to press command, comma, and then you're going to see this little destination guy, and you're going to say add a new destination. So we're going to embiggen this. RTMP. It means really tangulated, massive pronouns. Who knows what it means? It's. I know exactly what it means, but it's not important. It's us computer people do stuff like that. So just don't do it. All right. Hey, don't move. Come back here. Stay here. All right. So we're gonna name this. Hey Barb. Bam. Then you're gonna need a server URL. I am making this up. Actually, no, we'll do it for real, so you guys can understand how this works. Because Instagram. Theoretically, Instagram, we have a button for it. This button does nothing different than this button. The only difference between this button and this button is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 platforms made an API that automatically does some of the work for you. But what I mean by some of the work, okay, you're going to see. You're going to see. Here we go. This is the instance of some of the work versus the work you doing it yourself. All right. So we go back to here. We're going to rename it. Hey, Barb. Okay. BRB. Not Brab. Barb. All right. Boom. I'm going to bring in this window. This is my Instagram thing. And I'm going to click on create live video. And it says add a video detail. Hey, Barb. Bam. Then I'm going to do my audience. And I'm going to just go ahead and say, I'll use practice for this particular instance and say next. So, what is the stream URL? Copy. They gave me that. Then I just switch back to Ecamm and I paste in. Boom. This destination uses a key. I'm going to go back to here, copy. Go back to here, paste. That's it. I'm done. End the conversation. That is the entire shooting match right there. Pasty, pasty. Okay. Now, like I said before, I've been doing this since 2009. I've never had any service ask me for a password, but maybe you're like, the CIA. Maybe Barbara is a secret agent, and in which case she needs a password. And anyway, you just hit that and you add it, and then there is my thing. And look, even though I did it the hard way, it was smart enough to guess it was Instagram, and it pulled up an icon. That would be it. So in your new thing, on Ecamm, when you press a new stream, you would just select that as one of the destinations. So I'm going to erase this because I want to show you again the primary difference between what I just did and the way when the app is cool enough to give you a button. Here's the difference. I just need the stream key. So I would pick my account, and then when I go to add that destination, when I go to start a stream, it's just going to ask me for the key. All it did was automatically fill in the URL. That's the only difference between any one of these cube buttons and no cube button. So in supposition, if I was to go here to face space RTMP, and then I was to go to, let's see, command new, facey books. Oh man, why do you keep logging me out? I'm gonna. All right, let's log out. Come on, hurry up. Log it in. Secret squirrel code. Paste in. Yes, this is me logging in from the United States. Come on. Sorry, I'm logging in on my phone while it's doing something weird. Logging on my phone while it's doing something weird. Yes, this is me. Save this browser. Continue. Continue. There, it went. Okay. And then I'm going to go to my page. I'm going to go to my page. I want to be me. Doc Rock, he is me. Wait, we're going to groups, right? Sorry. Sorry, we're going to go to groups. Let me switch this back to that person. And then we're going to go to Let's Get Live VIP, your group. Boo, chalaka boom. And man, I haven't done this in so long, I might not remember, but we're going to try anyway. Let me move this window out the way because it's just confusing. If I remember, I want to do an event. Oh man, I totally forget how to do this. Let's see. I think you got to do an event, if I remember correctly. And then you're going to create an event. And then we're going to call this, hey, Barb. And we're going to do it today. The person is virtual. Boom, boom, boom. And it's virtual. Facebook Live. Bingo. All right. So I'm going to say create an event. People on my page is going to be like, who's Barb? Sorry. Oh, Facebook, move faster. Yo, this is just me personally. I absolutely despise Facebook streaming. But anyway, that's cool. I don't need any of that. I want to go to my group. I don't need any of that. And then I'm just going to send an invite to Paul because Paul's here. Is it oh my God, it's alphabetical. Paul, why can't your first name be something close to the top? Hey, I passed it. Paul. Paul. Duncan. What a handsome character. All right, so I'm going to send Paul the invite. And then there's my live video. And when you go to press go live, you got to go to Facebook Live Producer. Not now. And you need access to the camera. Yes. So you go to settings, stream. Man, I haven't done this for so long. I forgot. Select the media source. Why? No. I don't want to embed a live video. That's my stream latency. Stream setup. There's the word I'm looking for. Okay. And I want to do streaming software. There it is. There's the stream key. So I'm just going to copy that. That's all I need is that particular stream key. And then you're just going to paste that in. Here's the stream URL. Okay, so super convoluted, but if we're going to go back and do this again, I will remember what my steps is. In the event, okay, anyway, the stream URL is never going to change, so you should just copy this and have this. As a matter of fact, yours is probably exactly the same as mine, so I'll just paste it down here so you can have it. The only thing that's going to change is your stream key, which you're going to copy. So let me back out of this, and we're going to do it again. So we're going to go to, what is this actual URL? Facebook Live Producer. This thinks all that you need to do. You can just start with this URL right here, and we're going to cheat, and we're going to do it from jump. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to close this entire window. Sorry, my browser is different to y'all because I'm not using Chrome. I use Arc browser, but I'm just going to paste in www.facebook.com/live/producer, enter. It's going to bring me here. So then it's going to say, do I want to create a live event? I'm going to create an event. And then it's doing a reoccurring event. I don't really care about all of that. We're not going to worry about the photos. All right. And then it needs me to add a description. And I got my privacy. I can do public. All right. That is cool. This date won't let me do the date. Let's do it tomorrow. That's fine. All right, so now I'm going to go to next. And then there's the event preview. Then I'm going to go to the event URL is there. I'm going to go to settings, stream. And that's all in here. So here's my stream key set up right there. All you need to do is copy that, right? We already know what the stream URL is. So if I move this crap out the way and came over to here, I can do, oh wait, that was a fake one. Let me do RTMP again. You're going to have Facebook button, but you'll have to fill things in. But even if you didn't, let's do this again. Oh my God, my typing is so much fun. And then I know what the stream URL is because it's Facebook. And then use this key, and I'm going to paste in that key. Ooh, not that. Just paste in this fancy key, and then say add. And that's it. I mean, I would be ready to go. So, yeah, I know that was convoluted because I haven't done Facebook for so long. I don't remember where all of that stuff is, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. Yes. Again, the words are irrelevant because it doesn't even mean what it means. There you go. I love it, Victor. I love it. Barbara, let me know. I mean, Barb, I'm going to get this right. She's in the underground. Let me know if that made any sense to you. Please let me know if that made any sense to you. And YouTube is doing something weird. Let me check with Paul. Paul, do you see? Okay, YouTube is doing something weird today. As you guys can see, it says that nobody's here, but I know you guys are here. Ooh, come back to that. So I'm just checking with Paul if we're still live. Either that or I slipped into the nether region because I was talking spicy about Facebook. One of those things is true. Let me pull up the feed here. Uh-oh. What is happening? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let's close that. And let's move that. Well, even Paul didn't answer. Like, what the heck is going on here? This is confusing. Is anybody seeing anything? This is what I need to know. Switch account, go to Ecamm, and then go to content, live, demo. I think I lost comments, so I don't know if you guys are available. Okay, everybody's here. Yo, that's so crazy. All right, just so you guys can see, this has not happened in forever, but it lost. It lost it lost what was going on. I can see it perfectly on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. I need to watch it again and follow carefully. There you go. Honestly, and again, Barb, they move the things around. Here, I know what to do. I know what to do with you guys to make this easier for me to see. These guys move things around so often that is part of the reason why I never trusted my scenario with them, is because they make these wild decisions and they move everything around. And I have been the admin of the Ecamm Facebook group for 3 years, actually longer than that. I was admin before I got hired for about 3.5 years. And many occasions I go to stream into Facebook and it can't see my name and my avatar, but I'm the admin. And normally the reason why you can't see name and avatar is because you don't have admin privileges or you don't have the privilege to stream into a group. But if you're the admin, by default, you theoretically should have that action available to you, right? So, like, yes, just the psychotic nature of the way Facebook is and they move things, I don't trust them. I wouldn't trust them to bury a dog. I just wouldn't. So I know a lot of people have built their business around that. I know there's a lot of coaches go around telling people to do that. I coach my people to immediately stop streaming on Facebook. And Albert is right. Paul said they change things weekly, and Albert says sometime twice an hour. Both are absolutely correct. It's just a thing. Anyway, so meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's get back to this. What I was trying to do before we broke everything is I sent you guys a grid. Again, Paul has the link. So what you can use this grid for is to sort of help you line things up, right? So we do have the built-in, and I can see that the built-in puts us 40 pixels from the edge now because I know exactly what it is. So then I can embiggen this window, and I know that this is about 300-ish pixels wide, and that'll be helpful. I went too far. It wasn't exactly 300. So what I need to do is go back in my grid and embolden some of the things, but that should be about right. Right? If I go in and say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then hit a bold, then 20, hit a bold, I'll fix that. I'll work on that. I'll just swap the file out. But anyway, you can use this to help you line things up. So I'm going to stop at about right here. And then hold down the option key. Move this over first till it bites here. Hold down the option key, drag over to get the next one. And then wait for it to bite. And then now I know that I have my image correctly, right? And so I can go and hit my text box action here. And I can put in my name. And then make my new line. Then pop this. Now, again, if you saw my mechanicals over here, will it let me switch? Please tell me to let me switch. I have it set for 64 and 48. So we're going to take this whole thing, set it to 64, take the bottom line, set it to 48. Wait, the top line should be 64. There we go. Okay. What I like to do also is sort of embiggen that a little bit and then take this little piece right here and get a little something like that, just to give it a little flavor. All right. And then what I want to do is grab this bar, hit the old text color situation. I have my Ecamm colors in this little action here, but I can just take the little Scooby-Doo and then I can hit the red, booyaka. And then I could take the Ecamm word and then hit the little Scooby-Doo and then hit the orange, right? And then now it's all, it's kind of gravy, right? I could even take this and then pick up my little Scooby-Doo over here. Come here. And then pick like a little blue, right? So then it's set up. That blue's not easy to read, of course. So we just use a lighter blue because that's all part of the brand situation. So now I can go ahead and add that. I need to cut. I accidentally put it on the wrong screen. Why would you do that? Command Z. All right, I'm going to put it back here. And then we're going to embiggen it to like such. And what I like to do, again, those who know me know how I do these things. I get the size I want, shrink the box to about like that, drop it like it's hot. Boom. I think this would be about that. Okay, again, you have the grid to help you if you need it, right? Why did Aubrey said I was smart? We don't need to see Victor now because it's not working. I'll use you guys over here. Yeah, Victor broke the comment. Yes. Okay. So again, to make this for my other guests, all you would need to do is drag it over. Again, I'm holding the option key when I do the drag. Line it up with the lineup box. Game recognized game. End the story. That is how you do it. Now, let's drop over and make a new scene. And then we're going to add a camera. Poop. We're going to shrink the camera to about, let's say, a couple of these boxes here. I'm going to use this box here, and I'm going to go to that. All right, cool. Stick the camera up in the corner. If my guest is coming to this party too, I like to put him right there. And then I'm going to grab a screen share, Puyaka, and just pop it up there. Yes, Victor broke the comments, Robin. I don't know what happened. And unfortunately, when the YouTube API eats it, there's no way for you to recover. Mark, the answer to that question is yes. Yes. Congratulations, me. Maybe, I don't know. No, if you Mark, if you notice, we've been working much harder to find you guys apps, services, hardware, things that make your job easier. So finding strategic partners to work with, like Captivate, like the Script. If you're in the beta program, we have an announcement coming up. Like that partnership, I found those partnerships, and so in order to make your guys' life easier, I'll tell you a secret in about 30 seconds. In order to make your lives easier, I've been on a mission to find companies that we can work hand in hand with instead of this kind of works. So, for instance, while the Victor microphone might be an incredible microphone, I don't have a relationship with the Victor microphone company. I do have a relationship with Rode and Shure and ProSonus and some other people. So I can say that, hey, LD, people with MV7s are running into a very particular issue in relation with Ecamm, and I just wonder if there's something that you can have your engineers look into. She'll call me back and says, "Oh yeah, we'll send out an update, firmware update, and then it'll be solved," right? So I decided to take my efforts and put it towards making sure that the stuff that we pick and use works better, so you guys don't have to struggle as much. The other side of that conversation is my team, my Daniels, my Pauls, my Andys, my Luises, my Neils. These guys are so incredible that they have been honestly doing a lot of that heavy lifting of the community stuff for you guys anyway, which has allowed me to then in turn focus on better deals with our hardware partners and our software partners. And so you're noticing we're starting to get a bunch more like integrated things, like you'll just hit a button and so if you haven't downloaded the beta, download the beta. You'll see we added a new integration. But yeah, that's what it is. And Tom Morris is in the building. What is up, Tom? Good to see you. Sorry, Tom, my comments is broken. Of course it does. Yes, you already sent it. Paul. I hope. If you didn't, you're in trouble. Anyway, let's go back over to here. So we're going to make a newbie, and in this case, we're going to pull up the old notes. All right, let's pop it like it's hot. We'll kick that. Kick this one here for me and my DJ. All right, so as you can see, this screen share is set up to just show you whatever pops up on this here LG monitor, and that is not cool. So what we're going to do is just show the keynote. But in order to just show the keynote, I don't want to show the slides. I don't want it to ever accidentally, this happens. Sorry, this happens all the time. You're watching a presentation, person has to dip out of the slides, and then you see all of this noise right here. You don't really want to see that. It's not that it's anything to hide, it just throws off the whole thing. So what do? In Keynote and PowerPoint, go up to the top and under the window command, under play command, play the slideshow full screen in the window. If you say play in full screen and then I hit play, wait, I'm going to have to go to live demonstration mode for this, I think. Yes, if I go to live demo and then I hit play, it just takes over. I have no idea what that looks like on the screen, but it just takes over. Anyway, so we're going to cancel that. So what we really want to do is up here in the play menu, is we want to say in a window. All right. And when you say in the window and you press play, you get a little window. So here is the presentation, and here is my back end with my notes. And on one of these slides, I made up some fake notes, and then there it is. You know what I'm saying? So then I can take this and move it over to a different monitor, and this is what I want the Ken folks to see on that particular setup. So if I go to this scene here, and instead of seeing just the desktop, again, where you're busy trying to like manipulate this to fit, all you do is click on a pencil, go down to Keynote, select the name of the presentation, booyaka, it takes over. That means I can even take this prezo and move it out the way. I don't need to see it because I just need the audience to see it. And so at this point in time, you guys will see the whole thing. So if I was starting my showgram and I dipped out of live demo mode, right? I'd be like, hey guys, welcome to my TED Talk. And then, hey, and this is this TED Talk. And then I had to update my slide. Thank you, Mark. So I can just do this, come all the way down to the bottom, hit you with a mahalo, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk, right? And meanwhile, over here, I would have my slides. I would see the slide that's coming, what's coming next. If I had any notes, I don't use notes. I would have them there. But I was showing you guys last week, you could easily just pop in the old note right there. So you just highlight that. And then, you know what I'm saying? It would just put in the notes. So I would be able to read her. And so when I'm here and I hit this slide, I can say, Lorem itsum dollar set amet consecutor ad displacing illit said do alisamon tempor indicate et libredun dorla magna aquila. Do you think like any ghosts from the past are coming when you hit that incantation? Uke Vibes, why do you need notes? Why do you need notes? Yes, Barb, it's the exact same in PowerPoint, and I don't have PowerPoint installed in this machine, but I think in PowerPoint it's also called instead of just play in a window, I think it says play in a display window. I forget. I haven't touched PowerPoint roundabout since Jesus walked in Nazareth, but yeah, that it's basically the same smell. Okay. Coolio with the flow. Man, Barbara, you picked a bad day to come to the demo for the first time when everything is acting goofy, and me too. So come back next week when I'll be less crazy. I tested our new coffee today. It's potent. Okay, so now we covered that. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're doing this and you happen to have something fancy, shut up, Paul. If you happen to have a fancy like remote controller, that will work, and you can also just use your keyboard to change slides, or you can use like a Stream Deck to change slides. And if you don't have another guest, all you would do is say, take this, select on this, change this to custom, and then you can pull this down a little bigger. And depending on how you design your slides, I even like to do a little overlap sometimes because I don't design my slides in a manner where I put things near the border. So you can do something cool like that, kick a little overlap. And you can even, let's make this just a wee smaller. You could even add a placeholder overlay so that you know where the questions are going to pop. So for instance, I can go into overlays and then add comment placeholder overlay. Puyaka. All right. So I will line this up with the prezo because again, I know that in my show, I don't put things near the bottom. And so now with this in position, when I get a comment, oh, I can't. I got to bring up Victor's old comment that broke every stuff. Hold on. I could do this, and I know that Victor's going to land there, and Paul's going to land there, and even Barb's going to land there. And I could even stylize this while I have this placeholder comment. I could go into the edit the text, pick different colors. Maybe I want the background to be more solid so as not to distract. I can go to color, Hey, come back here. I can go to color, and then I'm going to pick something a little wee bit darker for this because again our goal here is not to distract. And then I see that's all set up how I like it. And then I don't know if you noticed this, but I could do this as well. On the edges, I can harden off the edges. So if you look closely at this box, and I can make the edges rounded, kind of like a pill, all the way around, or I can, turn off certain ones and just have only. I like this one. This is my favorite. I don't know why, super stupid, but this is my favorite. Where you just do half and half, right? Kind of crisscross applesauce. And then if you wanted to, you can increase the radio so it looks more swanky. And I'll set that to like City 2. And then if you want the border to be a little beefy, I'll set that border to like 8 because that's my number. You know what I mean? So now this will be my comment look for heretofore. If I press save, and now when I bring up a comment from Paul, see my little edgy edge, and I can pop that down just a wee bit. And then everything is everything. So now they work the way I wanted them to work. So there's an opportunity. Oh, love this question. Sorry, JJSC Tech. I can't do the comment straight, but watch this. I love this question because this question is coolio with the flow. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this scene right here. First of all, I'm going to name it so I don't get lost. Okay, note, Buyaka, and this one is going to be hosting guest. Buyaka. So I'm going to click on the keynote guy. This bottom thing right here, if I press it, the double stack, it duplicates the current scene. So I'm going to duplicate this. And then we want to do videos. All right. Videos. All right, cool. So we're going to go to this scene, and we're going to take this window right here, and I'm going to delete it. See, my little marker is there to there. Okay, got it. So I'm going to delete this window. And then I'm going to go and get myself a video. I'm just going to get a video from the tubes of you. I'm going to let you guys in here. Let me go to YouTube, Buyaka channel. And then we recently dropped a video where Mary Lou was teaching y'all about something. What was she teaching y'all? I forget. Oh my God. Here, let me grab this one with myself and Katie and what is his name? Marshall. All I'm doing is copying the URL to the video. Okay, so in Ecamm, I just have the URL copied to my clipboard. Okay, and just so you can see, here's the video. Highlight, copy. Bam. Don't copy that floppy. Booyaka. Booyaka. Booyaka, booyaka. But you saw that ball dead. Sorry. Miles, don't do that. You know what happens to my head. So I hit on the new widget, and I double tappy that, and then booyaka, drop that in. I personally, you don't have to do this. I changed mine to 1920 by 1080 because I don't know why. In my head, it works better. I'm going to ticky-tack the high-res mode, booyaka, and keep running. Keep running. Gotta keep running out of my mind. I'm going to name it The Flow. And then I'm going to hit Add Widget Overlay. That is it. Give it a second to think. Bingo, bango, pickle, mango, and it don't like me. But that's how you do it. So what I'm going to do now is adjusticate this and biggen it like such. I will right-click over here, press copy, right-click over here, paste setting. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy to fall in love. Now, ooh, don't do that. Oh, you don't scroll. If you're going to scroll, you have to remember to switch to the finger. So down here, there's this icon, and if you snap your fingers, now you can actually use this as a web page. Back, forth, refresh, right? So if I refresh this here, it would do that. And then YouTube is just being goofy today. Let's try the page. Sometimes YouTube does that. It's not you. It's not us. It's just YouTube. It just refresh the page sometimes, or maybe grab a different video. It's rare though. I've had it happen like 5 or 6 times the whole time I've done this. Anyway, so in the blue mode, all of this stuff works, right? So what I would do is hit the full screen, and that 86's all of the stuff. And if I want to see that the text is playing, I just come down here and let's drop into here. And then there's our show. Man, why do I get stuck on the ugly face? Let me pick a different section. Still stuck on ugly face. Oh my, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my face. Anyway, you
guess t-shirts, and he also might be selling, something over on Etsy. I don't know. And so what we built was a
right. So that could be any web page in the planet, right, Janet? So if I were to
way for you to have like a single place.
Stop that. If I were to hit this pencil, edit the widget, and let's do something like perplexity.ai, perplexity.ai, boom, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm on the pencil, I could do ask me anything, and then I could be like, I typed it wrong, but I didn't know what I was doing. And then so, I mean, it's
Ecamm Live is one of the...
It's a legit, just straight functioning web browser. You know what I'm saying? Now, that being said, let's go back. Let's do the caveats, carrots emptor. Playing videos live while you are live is a fantastic way to break your stream if your internet is being weird. If your internet is flawless and everything is flowing, it's good. If your internet is problematic, it will cause problems because you're doing two highly bandwidth consuming situations at the same time. So one thing to do, open this here, go to your window. The first selection in the bottom of options is bandwidths and statistics. So what this here will let me know how much juice I'm using. And you see that nice smooth line right there? That tells me that all's good in the hood because it's nice and smooth. Nice and smooth and funky, all the hip-hop drugs. Sorry. Anyway, if I come back over here to this video thing that we were playing, and we're going to let Justin Brown do his thing for a quick second. Go, JB. I'm going to pull that window back up. And you see it picked up, it spiked right when I went to go play the JB Smooth. So in my particular case, in my test run, which you should do, I would check it and it seems good. I could check it. Everything's gravy. I'll feel safe with that. I can't tell you how many people still to this day, JB, stop talking. I can't tell you how many people to this day still refuse to do test runs. And then when stuff don't work, they get highly upset. And I'm like, well, did it work in your test? Well, I ain't do no test. Okay, then. Yeah. So please do your test, people. You can test in the Facebook group. You can test in the Discord. Up until Facebook does whatever they're doing to Barbara, you normally could just stream it to yourself in Facebook. Like you could set up a private stream or a stream with just a couple of your contemporaries and just make sure everything is gravy. But who knows what they're doing in April? I hope they come to some consensus and pull their head out of the fourth point of contact, and then that will be good. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, this is really crazy. All right, I'm about to finish this up. I have to run to the doctors real quick, but I want to do something to see if we recover, okay? And this is an opportunity for you to see what happens when stuff happens. Okay, so everybody hold on to your fence and nobody leave. Everybody stay here. Here's what's going to happen. We're about to do something crazy. Okay? We're about to do something crazy. I am going to quit Ecamm, but I'm not going to stop this live. Okay? So I will disappear for a second. I'm going to restart Ecamm and, in theory, resume the same live stream. And I should be able to come back in the exact same stream, in not the exact same place, but I'll restart. So this is going to show you, if you're live and say your connection drops, how to come back to the same stream. The only secret, you won't be able to see this, but just write this down in your notes. When you come back, the button should flash resume. If you see it says resume, then you'll come back in the same spot. If it doesn't flash resume, or if I'm not back in, say, 60 seconds, then go to the top of the Ecamm live channel, which would be like this. You click the word, and it would take you to the top of the channel, and there'll be a new red live button. You know what I'm saying? So that would work. But in theory, I should land back in the exact same stream. All right. So we're going to do this now. Make sure, okay, let me show you where that is. Paul is correct. So if I come here, let me close that, and I go into YouTube Studio. Danny Brown, what it do, my man? All right, so if I go to content and I go to live, and then I go to, come on. See, now the internet's being weird. I go to this one, the one that looks like this thing, you know, it's like a boom. When you drop a rock in the water, be water, my friends, right? When you hit that, the sonic boom, you'll see this, and then make sure you don't have auto stop turned on. So this is auto stop, right? Make sure this is not turned on. You want it off. No auto start, no auto stop. And I always enable DVR. That's just me. All right? So, boom. That is a TIE fighter. You guys can't see my TIE fighter, but it's right above my head. It's right here. I made it with my own self. Okay, so we're going to do this. All right? Everybody hold your horses. Drums, please. And we're going to see how well this works. You're going to watch me live quit. I'm going to Ecamm live beta. I'm going to come down to the quit, and I'm just going to quit. It's going to tell me, are you sure you want to quit? I don't want to end the broadcast, so cancel that. I'm going to force quit. Command, Option, Escape. That's better. I'm going to force quit. Be back soon. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. We are back. And I can see comments is back, and my folks is back. Look, now the comments are late, right? But it is what it is. So just so you can see, if I drag this and pop it in, this is what it looked like to me. At the bottom of the Ecamm window, round about chia. Oh, sorry. Let me do the live demo mode. At the bottom of the window, round about chair, when you come back, you will see this icon which says click to resume, right? And if you click the resume, you just come right back. We should have played the Jeopardy music. We can't play the Jeopardy music, Aubrey, because I was missing, right? But that's funny. Oh, you would have been really cool. I'm quick at this because I do this all the time, but it would have been really cool if we had set a stopwatch. So next week when we do this, we'll do a stopwatch so we can see how long it takes to recover. But just know that in the event something happens, if you're cool with it and your audience is cool with it, I got a cool audience. I would say I probably got the coolest audience in the world. I just say, hold on, gang. I'm going to restart this mess. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. Nobody move. Nobody get see him. And it just comes right back. Like it legit just comes right back. So that was a really cool experiment. And we've done this before just to show people, but I want you to experience this. And I, matter of fact, you should almost practice this. I'm not even joking. You should practice this. Sometimes, you know me, if you come to my channel, my personal channel, I stream for no reason. I just turn the thing on and start talking to folks. And you be like, hey, well, we want to do a practice of what happens if the stream dies and come back. So again, in your Mac, when the program is being dumb and it seems locked up, Command Option Escape is force quit. If you can't remember commands, in the top on the apply, you click it here, and down there it says force quit. Command Option Escape. Command Option Escape. Command Option. Oh, wait, that's backwards. Option Command Escape. I always put Command first because I'm an old school Mac user. Open Apple, close Apple. But yeah, I always use Command first. I don't know why. Anyway. So Option Command Escape. That's how you do force quit. Or you can pull it up from here and you select the program you want to let it go, and then it goes. Dang it, Aubrey. Why? Let me do it again. Okay. Bam. Force quit. Option Command Escape. Right? So you just hit it from the Apple menu. That's every program. It's not just Ecamm. If something goes wrong, whatever. So you should totally practice how to I love you, Daddy. I was just saying, I love you, Daddy. And are you coming to LA? Let me know. We're doing a podcast movement in LA. I'm curious if you're going to be there. Yeah. The Farmer Johnson stocking cap. You guys are goofy. Exactly, Elaine. Imagine what happened if your surgeon didn't practice or your favorite musician. What if they just showed up and played and didn't ever practice? That show would be horrible. Anyway. Oh, man. Oh, Mark is coming. Okay. It's not the same. I rather have Danny Brown and Sarah. Mark don't have to come. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, gang, you know what it is. Live demo next week will be. Look at that. Whatever we were doing caused the internet to spike. I don't even know what we were doing that caused the internet to spike, but it spiked. Next week will be episode number 149. So, Paul, we're going to have to do something cool for the week after for episode 150. Not that, Mark. Oh, my God. This is cool, man. I really appreciate it, you guys. Here's the funny thing about this whole live streaming life. I don't know, man. Just woke up today, little fog, like, let's call it a funk, if you will. I was like, I know I got mess to do, but my brain was just not happy. Something was going off. The internet's tripping right now. And I was like, well, I got to do what I got to do anyway, so let me go do it. And I love doing this. Don't get it twisted. I absolutely love doing this. But I like how coming to do this can just reinvigorate the whole day. And now because I got to have fun with you guys for the last hour and 15 minutes, I'm good to go. Whatever little weirdness could have been a bad dream. It could have been I knew Daddy was going to come and harass me today. It's just gone. But mostly it's because Elaine showed up today, and Elaine's my homie. So there's that. I put it with Paul all the time, so there's also that. And then Mark was here because Hup, Holland, Hup. You know what it is. Thank you. Tom, stop singing. Stop singing Easy E. You know what that's going to do, man. It's going to be in my head all day. It's going to be in my head all day. Good to see you, brother. I hope all is well. Guys, don't forget, next week we're going to be doing this again. We have some master classes coming up that are phenomenal. Phenomenal. And if you haven't downloaded the beta, I can't tell you what's up with your life. Go and grab the new beta and see what we have been doing on the back end around here. It is super cool. And when I do my demo, Tots, you will love this. I'm just going to tell you I should call this new feature the Tati integration, because you are going to love this probably more than most folks. I know that Paul and Luis are having a blast right now. So grab the beta, and then maybe next week after the demo we'll hop in the Discord and I'll show you around, because I'm making the tutorial video about it right now. So I'll be just curious to see where you guys get stuck with. But grab the beta, and when you see it, you'll see it. That's all I'm gonna say. You can DM me when you find it. All right, gang. You guys rock. I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
I'm straight out of Ecamm. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam. Ecamm fam is the name of the jam. This is a jam with the Ecamm fam.